Hey man, let's talk about something that separates the boys from the men, how you handle pressure. And listen, most guys get this completely wrong. They think being a man means never backing down, getting loud, fighting fire with fire. But what if I told you the exact opposite is true? What if the most powerful thing you can do when she's testing you, when she's pushing your buttons, when she's trying to get a reaction, is to stay completely calm? See, women test men. It's not personal, it's biological. They need to know if you can handle pressure, because if you can't handle her drama, how are you going to handle life's real challenges? Today we're breaking down why staying calm under pressure is your secret weapon and how it completely changes the game in your favor. So sit tight, because by the end of this, you'll understand exactly why calm confidence drives women wild and why losing your cool is the fastest way to lose her respect. Let's get into it. Here's what most guys don't understand. When a woman starts raising her voice, getting emotional, throwing accusations, she's not looking for you to match her energy. She's testing your strength. Think about it like this. Imagine you're a rock in a storm. The waves crash against you, but you don't move. You don't fight the ocean. You just stand there, solid, unshakable. That's the energy she's looking for. When she escalates and you stay calm, something powerful happens in her mind. She realizes she can't control you. And that, my guy, is incredibly attractive. Most men, they take the bait. They get defensive. They start explaining themselves. They raise their voice to match hers. Big mistake, because now you're both in the storm and nobody's steering the ship. But when you stay level, when you speak in that same calm tone, when you don't let her emotions dictate your response, you become the anchor in the chaos. And trust me, she notices. She might not admit it, but she feels it. And it drives her wild because most men crack under pressure. But you're different. Let's talk about the power of silence. When she's going off, when she's trying to get a rise out of you, the worst thing you can do is fill the space with words. Most guys, they panic. They start talking faster, explaining, defending, justifying. But here's what happens when you stay quiet, when you let her finish, when you give her space to exhaust herself. She starts hearing her own voice. And sometimes that's all it takes. Silence is not weakness. Silence is control. It's confidence. It's saying, I don't need to defend myself because I know who I am. And when you master this, when you can sit in uncomfortable silence without flinching, something shifts. She goes from trying to break you to trying to understand you. And that's when the real conversation begins. Because now she's not performing. She's not testing. She's actually communicating. And that's the space where real connection happens. But you have to earn it by staying calm, by not taking the bait, by being the steady presence she needs, even when she doesn't know she needs it. Here's where most guys completely lose the plot. They think setting boundaries means getting angry, raising their voice, making threats. But that's not strength. That's weakness. Real strength is calm enforcement. When she crosses a line and you calmly say, that's not going to work for me, and then you follow through without drama, without explanation, without trying to convince her why she shouldn't have done it, that's power. Because here's the thing, women will test your boundaries. It's not malicious, it's instinctual. They need to know where you stand. They need to know if you're solid or if you're going to fold under pressure. And when you enforce your boundaries with calm confidence, when you don't get emotional about it, when you just state facts and act accordingly, she gets the message loud and clear. This man knows his worth. This man respects himself. And if he respects himself, he's someone worth respecting. And that's when her whole attitude shifts, because she realizes she's not dealing with just another guy who's going to bend over backwards to keep her happy. She's dealing with a man who has standards. Ever notice how some guys can walk into a room and immediately command attention without saying a word? That's calm confidence in action. And women are drawn to it like moths to a flame. When you stay calm under pressure, when you don't react to her tests, when you maintain that steady energy, you become a mystery. And women love mystery. They love trying to figure out what makes you tick. See, most guys, they're an open book. They wear their emotions on their sleeves. They react to everything. But when you stay calm, when you don't give her the reaction she expects, she starts wondering, what's different about you? Why aren't you like the other guys? Why don't you break under pressure? And that curiosity, it's magnetic. She starts paying closer attention to you. She starts trying to get inside your head. And the more she tries, the more interested she becomes. Because you're not giving her easy answers. You're not being predictable. You're being intriguing. And in a world full of reactive men, being the calm one makes you stand out like a diamond in the rough. Here's where it gets really interesting. When you consistently stay calm under pressure, something happens. She starts mirroring your energy. It's like emotional contagion, but in reverse. Instead of you getting pulled into her chaos, she gets pulled into your calm. And this is where the magic happens, because now you're not just managing the situation, you're leading it. Think about it. If you're always the steady one, if you're always the calm one, if you're always the one who doesn't let emotions run the show, you become the emotional leader in the relationship. And that's what she's looking for, whether she knows it or not. Women want a man who can handle pressure, who can stay cool when things get heated, who can be their rock when everything else is unstable. And when you prove that you can be that man, when you show her through your actions, not your words, that you're unshakable, she starts to relax. She starts to trust. She starts to follow your lead because she knows you're not going to lose it when times get tough. And that security, that stability, is what creates real attraction, real respect, real love. Now here's the ultimate test of your calm confidence. When you handle her tests with grace, when you don't react, when you stay level, when you maintain your boundaries calmly, something incredible happens. She apologizes, and she does it without you asking, because she realizes she was out of line. She realizes she was testing you, and you passed with flying colors. Most guys, they demand apologies. They get angry, they sulk, they try to make her feel guilty. But when you stay calm, when you don't make it about punishment or revenge, when you just continue being the solid man you are, she recognizes that she crossed a boundary with someone who doesn't deserve that treatment. And here's the beautiful part. When she apologizes on her own, it's genuine. It's not forced. It's not about avoiding conflict. It's about respect. And that's when you know you've truly won. Not because you defeated her, but because you stayed true to yourself. You maintained your integrity, and you showed her what real strength looks like. And that's something she'll never forget. Look, man, staying calm under pressure isn't about being passive. It's about being powerful. It's about knowing that your worth isn't determined by her reactions. It's about understanding that real strength is quiet confidence, not loud dominance. When you master this, when you can stay calm in the storm, when you can be the anchor when everyone else is drifting, you become the kind of man that women respect, admire, and never want to lose. So the next time she tests you, the next time she tries to get a reaction, the next time the pressure builds, remember this. Staying calm isn't just about winning the moment. It's about winning her respect. And that, my guy, is worth everything.